everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. I am going to do a card for you today that features designer series paper because if you're watching this in August of 2024, it is on sale. So I have been concentrating on the mini catalog. If you ordered from me in July, I've just printed those labels. So the catalogs may make it if I can get them all packaged up before the mail person comes. I don't know if they're all going to fit in my mailbox, but then everybody else's will be in the mail no later than Monday. So if you need a copy of the catalog and you've purchased from me, if you purchased $50 or more, if you purchased anything from May of this year, then you're automatically getting one. If it's been a little bit longer than that, then contact me. If you've never gotten a catalog from me before, your first copy is free. If it's been a year or so since you've purchased from me, then you can buy a copy and I'll send you a PayPal invoice. It's $5. It does come with a $5 credit with a purchase in September. So you can go watch these videos. This one will be a set that is featured as a bonus set in September for Card Club. This is going to be part of a free online class that I'm doing with purchase. This will be another online class, and it will be in October. This one's coming right up. And then this was Card Club this month. So you can go watch any of those to get more details on those. So let's see. For today, I decided, well, these projects are also going to be my camp projects. So for a couple of them, this one at least, hopefully one more, I'm going to get it ready, film it, and have it ready to go next week, and then bucket it all up. And then next week after, I will film the rest of them. So I decided to use some stuff that I've had and haven't used a lot, and then mix that with paper that's on sale. So this paper right here, the Unbounded Beauty Designer Series paper, is on sale. It's fabulous. I have not used it a lot. I do have a couple of cards. This one I had just posted to my Instagram this morning, and when I did it, I thought, oh, I love that paper. I haven't used it a lot. So I used it on this card. I thought I had one more. Well, maybe not. And this one just uses the Unbounded Love, which I'm going to use. So I'm using the Unbounded Love, which is all sentiments and fabulous frames. So if you just watched my Christmas labels video that I posted, well, I just made it, but it will have posted today. So yesterday in Video World. It's another similar set where it's just words and frames. So you can get just the frames if you don't want the words, but there's some really good words on here. On this card right here, it has, I don't have all the right words to say. I do have lots of love to give, and I love that sentiment. That's a little bit of a different one. So it's got a bunch of them. So I'm using that. And then I was gonna use these, but I wanted a statement piece, because I want the designer series paper to really do the work on this card. So I went with Magnolia Mood, and I didn't use any of the stamps because I used these stamps, but this is part of the bundle. This is an online exclusive, and so I'll show you. This is made with the stamps. These are all on my channel. Oh, here's the other one. I thought I had one, but I guess it doesn't have the paper on it, but it is with the Unbounded Beauty Suite. So this one uses the Magnolia, now that I've confused you, stamps, and this uses the Magnolia stamps. Both of them have the dies, but this one right here uses that statement piece. This paper is not on sale because it's a specialty paper. None of the specialty papers are on sale, but this is the die that I wanted to use because it's big, it's bold, and it will help our card with very little effort be fabulous. So if you don't have this catalog, let me know as well. And then I'm going to kind of mix it with a couple of different things. And I've just buried my paper trimmer. So we are starting with a 4x12 piece of cardstock. It also enabled me to use a color that I haven't used much of. So this is 4x12. So you get 3 out of every 12x12 sheet, which while it's on sale, it's a great time to make these kind of cards and to stock up on the ones that you want. But I do want it to fold regular, so I'm going to put it in at 5 1/4 and score this. Make sure you use your scoring blade. This is how you do it without measuring. So a standard card folded in half would be 5 1/2, right? But I want this to have the border, so 5 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this, and then I'm not going to have to measure at all. So you have this folded. Nice, good score line. And then I'm going to put it back in here and right to where these meet. I'm going to put this here. I like to press firmly, not super hard, and just do it several times. If you press really hard in designer series paper, it can poke through. But you see, if you just do it several times like that, then it pokes it, it scores it really nicely. So now we have this. And then it is going to go on the top of my Petunia Pop. So you could do this, you could make a really lovely set of greeting cards for a gift. Now I have a piece of Petunia Pop and I can layer this all on here. But you could do all the different colors, different sentiments with this one pack of paper and just this one die. This uses the paper, the glimmer paper that's part of the suite as well. It's the In Color Glimmer. I think it is currently on back order, but it's due back in soon. So I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. And then here are my Unbounded Love stamps. So let's go Happy Birthday first. And I chose this, and I'm going to show you how to make it work the way I'm using it. So you're going to need 2 pieces. The first time I did it in Petunia Pop, so it was all kind of monochromatic. But then it left all of this peach pie and Pretty in Pink. And oh my goodness, how am I petal pink? I couldn't think of the word. It's the weather's been funky here, and I've taken a lot of migraine medicine. It kind of messes with your head. So I decided to do the frame in the petal pink. See, now you remember the color. And it kind of pulls this into it. So I have my words. I'm going to do Happy Birthday on a piece of white. It's a great happy birthday sentiment. I love the font. I love the size. And then on the inside of my card, I will stamp the rest. This is all the stamping, so I'm just going to get it done. And it says, Happy Birthday. May all your wishes come true. So this one also works with the congratulations. It works with the wedding one. But I think with this pretty pink card, may all your wishes come true, it would also work if you're scrapping Disney World pictures, right? So I'm going to run this one through. I'm going to roll it back and forth, and then I'm going to check it. And if it looks like it still needs to be cut, I will run it upside down once. When I just made it, it didn't need that, but that's how you would do it if it's not cutting well. Then this one, I'm going to run through and make sure that my happy birthday is all centered in there. And then I'm going to run through this one and get the frame. All right, so I have that. So for this piece, you only need the inside. You can save your frame because you can easily put it as a decoration. On another card, it doesn't have to have. Actually, what happens? Well, let's do that. I could also use this one since I have an abundance of them. But see, you can kind of layer them. Maybe I'll do that. No, I'm not going to do that because then at camp, they'll have to do that to match. So I'm just going to put this one in like that since I have it because it comes through on that. So let's assemble this. So I'm going to use some other online exclusives. One is the ribbon. This is the white frayed grosgrain. It is beautiful. It adds just a nice pop of white to this card without adding more. Like, it's not super fancy, but it holds its own against the Petunia Pop flower that we're about to put on here. So I'm just going to cut some, and I'm going to layer it underneath this fold. This ties really nicely. So just want my little knot. I'm not going to do a bow. So just make sure it's straight when you put it on, and then kind of hold your finger there. That holds it all straight, and then when you do your knot, you can tie it the direction. Well, I can't bend it over. Come on. There we go. Pull your knot the direction you want it to go. So I want mine to go up. So I'm going to pull this up. See, I still have my finger on the knot. And I'm not going to do it super tight because I want the knot to have some lift to it. I'm going to trim it so it stays on the card. So this side down here will determine about how long this side needs to be. And then I'm going to grab my adhesive, just right here. And I'm just going to fold this over. So now look how pretty that card is. And it's the paper right now doing all the work. And now we're just going to have some die cuts. This is a quick and easy card. That's why it would be perfect to make a set of greeting cards for a gift for somebody, because that wouldn't take time at all. You could do each step. Like, you could cut and score, and then you could stamp all the sentiments, and then you could die cut all the stuff. So let's pop this out first. So this is an interesting die. You can see it cut through. That was a back and forth one time. And it has everything cut. So there's the leaves. I do want to have the holes. There's some holes in the center of the flower, but a lot of these are just for, see on here, it's easier to see while it's cut. So I popped the leaves out, and then I popped a few of the flower bits out, but I left a lot of this hole. So it's just kind of how they fall out, and then you can poke more out if you want. I found it was easier, and of course I do have a correct tool. I found it was easier. It does make a little bit of a mess to pop the leaves out first. Any of the stuff that's showing pops out. So if you do this first, because it's glimmer paper, and so it has, you know, the glitter kind of sticks to itself. The nice thing is on our glimmer paper, none of the glitter falls off. Like, it is stuck on there. So get all these out. You can also use the rolly thing, but this is sitting on my desk, and my rolly thing would require me to stand up and go get it. I'll probably put it out for camp. Sometimes I forget if I don't use it myself. So now I'm going to flip this back over and see all these pieces that are lifting up. I do want those out. On the gold one, I left a lot more of them in. So if you go back and watch that video, I left a lot of them in because on the gold, it was easier to see. On this one, I wanted to see the paper that was through the back. And you can see because it's glimmered and it's kind of sticking. But I just think it's a little bit easier. It has its stability if you do it this way. Because once it's off, then all of it just kind of moves. You can still do it. I did my first one when it was off. And then I thought I should have left it in the die and done it that way. And this isn't in the catalog. Our online exclusives just mean that they're not in a catalog, that they're just available online. So if you're on my YouTube channel, the link for it will be down below the video. It'll probably be the featured item on my email. Isn't that beautiful? And then this one all popped out on its own. And then you can always go to my blog when things are live. Can't look up any of the holiday catalog stuff yet because the holiday catalog is not live. So then to adhere it, I just flipped it over and see the places where there's substantial amount of stuff. You could use glue, but I don't like to wait for it to dry when I'm filming. So I just put some adhesive on the sticky part, the big parts. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just putting all those on the floor. I'll clean up later. I'm just going to angle this in here. Now you can see why I wanted so much of this to cut out, so you could see that nice pop of color under there. Isn't that beautiful? And then you're going to take your happy birthday. Oops. And this, and one side puzzles. So you may have to flip it because it fits right back in there. Just like that. So then just, it kind of sticks on its own because it's like a puzzle. So they're like little jigsaw pieces. And then I just took this. Again, you could use glue, but I think on this one, really the adhesive is a better way to start because there's not a whole lot on here to glue. You could use the sticky sheets as well. But once you have that on there, then you can get both pieces of it. And we're just going to stick this on here. See, the petal pink looks a lot better than the petunia because when I did this, I'll show you, it just kind of got lost on the paper. So I wanted it to be a little bit brighter than that. So I'm going to take this and use the white one. This one would be better to glue because see, there's not a whole lot left, but it'll hold for you to see it. And this is just a byproduct of getting the words from the front, so you might as well use them because you have them. And then these are also online exclusives, and we use these in club this month because our club it was an either or, so you could do a Christmas card or you could do just a regular kind of card. Congratulations, or a wedding, or a birthday. So on the Christmas ones, we use the red. On the regular ones, we use the white. So they are called Cherry, Cobbler, and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. For this card, we need them to be centers of flowers, and it works perfect. So the group of 3, they're stuck together. So just pull those up. And they're gonna go right here on the middle, and look how pretty it is when that petunia pop shows through those. And then we'll grab 2 of the singles, put one there, and right here. It's not where they are on the other one, but my flower is in a little bit of a different spot. So this paper literally did all the work for us. It keeps rolling in my way. Happy birthday, may all your wishes come true. They're all gonna look pretty much the same, but you could easily, like I said, just do this with all the colors of the paper and the glimmer and mix and match with sentiment and make several. Like you get 6 from each sheet of paper, so 12 of each color, and then there's all the paper in there. So you can kind of mix and match one giant set for somebody, or do the 6 and then have 6 gifts after you divide them up. So check back here on Friday. I'm hoping that I will have another holiday catalog, but I have tons of videos. I have so much content for you guys coming up. So I love when we have a new catalog, and I love when we have all the stuff before the catalog, because it gives me a great time to get it ready and show you all before you make those wish lists. And you know, one of my goals is for you to have a wish list and then me to show you something, and then you have to tweak your list. Everybody have a great one. Bye.